a career woman, you have to like reduce some things that you do.
I don't know if you really watched the movie. She pleaded with him that this is what I love.
If you are into something I do not like, it's either I'll establish you to do something else that I'm comfortable with.
You are comfortable with.
Yes.
What if the lady is not comfortable with what you are comfortable with?
Benji, are you in a relationship?
Yes. You found her at a cinema where she was part of a movie.
Well,
Are you being reasonable as a man?
I am. I have to mold you into what I want.
A grown up like me already mold. How are you going to mold me again?
Okay, so you do not have to mold me to who you want to be because my passion is different from your passion.
Benji won't date you.
Because if I'm able to pursue a particular career at the age of 20, 25 to 26, you can't mold.
Welcome to Charlie What They Happen. Yes, it's another episode, and I, that girl Awaga, I'm going to take you for this episode. Today, we're going to be having a conversation based on a movie that is trending. Movie we won't share another means you are not current, baby. We are going to have a conversation based on the movie Fame and Fury. I don't know why you're winning, sir. Won't share a movie now, and I won't take you. Quickly go to YouTube, type Fame and Fury, and then watch the movie, because the conversation we are about to have is based on that movie. Today, I'm on the show with Benji himself. Say hi to my listeners and viewers.
Hi people, today I'm sitting at the other side of the seat, so watch out.
Yeah, and then we have. She says we shouldn't call her auntie, but I am listening. Imagine calling your lecturer by her name like that. Irina. Yes, today we are here with Mami for one. And I'll say,
Irene is not cute.
Okay, so we are here with Irene. We're going to have a deep conversation about relationship, how to manage home, how to combine relationship with work. You know, when you become famous, you're married, combining marriage to work. Sometimes, you know, most of these partners of these celebrities, they don't really buy the idea of my wife is going on set. My wife is shooting a movie. I won't buy that. I'm a rich man. I don't want no man touching you. Don't work. Stay at home. Oh boy, catch it. I will say Jay Juma. No be sure. Obey. So let's go quickly. I'm taking it from Auntie Irene first. Auntie Irene, I guess you've watched the movie.
Yes, I
Fame
have.
and Fury.
Yeah.
Now, let me quickly ask you this, because when I was watching the movie, I was like, Nasemi Power, a red flag. Didn't you see? Or probably Debbie was, blinded by wealth. Because sometimes when you enter wealth like that, you begin to do things that sometimes you are not even aware of. You'll be one to say why you're this kind of influence. So let me ask you, how are women, let me take women that are very industrious, women that are working hard to make sure their homes are good, how are they able to combine work with family?
Women that are working and at the same time they have families. I'll say that it depends.
Okay.
Because if you have a family and you have other things going for you, you have to balance the equation.
How?
If I want to speak in general, using logic, then I think the best thing to do in order to be able to manage the two is to understand the husband you have and the kids you have.
Right.
Because there are some husbands who wouldn't mind if you don't come home early.
Okay.
And if you have things doing, they understand and they even support you. So there are times they will even call you and tell you, babe, where are you? I'm cooking. So do not bother about it. If you are in class, just finish lectures and come home. And there are others who will tell you, you know what, right after work, do well to pass by the house, prepare this particular meal for me before you go to school. So it depends on the partner you have. That would also influence how you balance the equation.
But doesn't it get tiring, as in having a partner who is always watching you? You go to work, you come back so late. Sometimes you leave him all alone, with the kids, or maybe alone without the kids. Doesn't it get tiring?
It depends. Like I said, I don't want to speak for everyone, but
Right.
when it comes to you going, coming, you see, if it has to do with work, is he also working?
Okay.
Fine. If it's working, what time does he close from work?
Right.
Does he have other engagements other than coming home and waiting for you? Because those things count. If he has nothing doing, or he closed, let's say 5 p.m.
Okay.
and he'll be home before you, then it means that you also have to manage your time.
How do you manage your time
when you close from work? No chit chat, because for you have things to do at home. So imagine if you have a husband who doesn't eat stale food.
Okay.
You are in trouble. And for me, for instance, there is no way if I have a conversation with you before marriage and you tell me you don't take in stale food, I'll even go ahead with the relationship.
Is it a red flag?
For me,
you?
it might not be for someone, but it is for me.
The man is saying, Charlie, as a hano.
I can't take someone who doesn't eat stale food. So it means that I can't prepare anything, put in the refrigerator, knowing that we'll microwave it.
Right.
Or in my absence, you can equally microwave it.
Yes.
And if you don't take stale food, obviously fresh food. Fresh food means your wife should be in the kitchen 24/7, getting you hot, prepared meal. And today, career women, how many of them will have that time? That's the question.
A lot of these people, like, I feel like when you're a woman, you don't have to work your entire life. Do you understand?
I don't understand. Make me understand.
When you start giving birth, if you're a career woman, you have to reduce some things that you do.
Because
a woman is a woman, you are supposed to take care of the house.
Okay.
I get
for you, or you are speaking in general?
In general, that is how it's supposed to be.
Who told you that?
That was then.
That was
21st century, things have changed. You see, I have a problem with our African men. The moment they create the impression that we are in Africa, we need to act like Africans, they are the same people who travel out, come and let us know that travel and see.
Yes.
Married women are still looking hot. Married women are still maintaining their steez. But when it comes to we telling them that, see, things are changing, it is Africa, but we still want to excel. We don't want to be limited to the home, the kitchen, then they have a problem with it. So I feel that any man who wants to talk to a woman about if you want to limit some of the things, do not bring in Africa, because things are changing. And this Gen Z, you can't get a woman who just want to be at home, be a comfortable housewife, unless she's psychologically not okay. Because I feel anybody who will be so comfortable to say, I want to be at home, my husband should take care of me, provide practically everything I need, is not okay. Because it isn't everything that man will provide. Recently, I read something on Facebook.
Sometimes
I was sad.
Disrespect.
I
said recently, I read something on Facebook.
It brings disrespect.
The caption was, tell us what you did to your wife that really hurt. And she was pained for a whole day. And guess what a man wrote? I refuse to pay for DSTV bill or subscribe to DSTV, which I learned is not above 100 and something cedis. So the wife couldn't afford. She was pained. According to the man, my wife cried the whole day.
And as the man is not making him work.
Because she's not working. Now, if she's working, this subscribe, before you come back from work, this is not disrespect. This is not to say I feel a bit like I'm the man. No, but definitely I should be able to provide some of these things. And there is no way my husband will say, because I disrespected him or I did something he's not happy with, he will not subscribe to DSTV, and that will pain me for a whole day because I can't afford it.
And Benji was saying something that women are at a point.
You must end.
Let me.
Like you have to end, or you have to
Force.
reduce some of the things.
Reduce.
You reduce.
What are some of the things you think we need to reduce? Okay.
Go to work like 9 to 5, like
Okay.
all the time. You need to, like, when you start giving birth, you need to probably like reduce the days. Maybe probably you go to work.
And the rest of the days, what will she be doing?
No,
Taking care of the
I
house,
even want to
fixing
ask.
things, like putting things together. in the house.
Benji, let me ask. So the rest of the days I'll use in taking care of the house, and then probably if it's a week, I'll go thrice a week.
Yes.
Is it my own business?
Now that is where, if I have money, hypothetically speaking, if I have money, I will establish you. Do you understand?
Okay.
So you do not have to go to work throughout the week.
If it's my own business and I'm supposed to miss out 2 days, 3 days, it's no big deal.
Yes.
But you see, the word career woman means any woman who is a career woman doesn't end at some point. We crave for more.
Yeah.
So when you have a degree,
That's where
you crave for
go for more.
more.
When they crave for more and they get to the top, then they feel like now they want to be the head of the house.
That is the problem I
That's
have
what
with
you
men.
That is
And Irene, it all boils down to insecurities.
It's not even. I will not term it as insecurity. It is the fight for power in the house. But you see, let me state this: it isn't every woman who gets to the top and wants to take charge of her home.
a lot of the Gen Zs are missing it.
The truth is that we get to know our rights.
Yes.
And when we want to stand for the right, you have a problem with it.
Exactly.
Any man who has a problem with a woman standing for her right, I don't know what to say.
I don't have a problem with you standing for your rights, but when you have money, regardless, you need to be submissive.
If I have money
Regardless.
and I'm submissive, how do you expect me to? Because the moment you start making money, the man is already having a perception.
Yes.
So if the man says, listen, you are not going here, and you say you want to go, there is already that perception that you want to go because you think you have your own car, you have your money to fuel your car, you have this, you have that. But for me, I would say that when you know your partner, you might know your partner, but you might not know your partner too well. Because they say wait for a man to make money and you see the real ish of the man, and then wait for a woman to also get to the top and you see the real ish of the woman. But I feel when you understand each other, when you know each other so well, there are certain things that will not come between the two of you, and that is the realistic aspect. When I see women who are today at the top and they are making their husband feel, now I have made it. Are you with me? And they want the man to feel that, listen, today I have it all. Probably you don't know what the man did when she wasn't there. I don't like judging people based on what I see. I feel like there is more to everyone all the time, and everyone has a reason for the acts they put out there. So there could be a woman who is now misbehaving in her home because she has it all. It's because the man proved. I have a lecturer who boldly said to us, the reason she decided to go back to school to attain degree, masters, and move on was because when she finished with Polytechnic, and the husband had visitors all the time coming home, when they're having normal conversations and she comes around, what the husband says is, today poly people are not here to talk. Oh, please, when degree holders are talking, poly people should pack themselves.
Practically shaming your wife in front of people.
So when you put up such acts, and I decide to go back to school, I'm determined, because anytime you have a conversation, I can't get involved. Why? Because poly and degree there, and you have your degree and I have my own with this thing.
Why we are recording high rate of divorce currently?
Tell us.
It's because a lot of the women want to be like at the top. They don't want to understand certain things. 2 decades ago or like 3 decades ago, when issue happens, they will settle it. They will find a way to like solve everything. But now,
Ben, have you asked yourself why these women do that? Have you ever sat down to ask yourself, why is it that when some women get money or when they get to the top, now they have all shoulders up. They don't want anybody telling them what to do. They want to be their own and all of that.
See, naturally, when you get money, you tend to feel like a boss. For real.
Yes.
But Benji,
And a man,
don't compare that to the rate of divorce. That every woman wants a divorce as a result. Do you know why the rate of divorce is high? If you want me to be real with you, the truth is that lately people prefer peace of mind.
Most of these
mental
marriages are
sound.
war.
The fact that you will be enslaved with the mentality that the day you leave, everybody will tag you as a bad wife. Those were the days. Gone were the days when a woman leaves, she's a bad woman. Now, when you think that peace of mind is knocking on your door and you don't have it where you are, you have to move away.
So, Auntie, these people are calling for divorce because they want peace of mind.
Of course.
The Bible says that the only way, now, like, you people should allow me to be biased a little bit.
The only way you can live is when your husband fornicate, adults.
And
There's adultery adultery involved, and you can't forgive.
Yes, that is the only way.
It's to the extreme for you. Is that not it? Adultery, and then you can't forgive.
Yes.
But these days it goes beyond that. What if your husband is beating you?
Abuse.
What if there is I don't even go with the physical abuse. Do you know verbal abuse can even kill you than physical abuse? Physical abuse, probably when they beat you, you apply something on it and you are good to go. But verbal abuse, do you know what it does to the human being? The perception you have about yourself. You will look down on yourself to the extent that when you go where people are, you want to hide away from people. When people tell you look beautiful, you keep looking at every mirror you see. Look into it because you are doubting the word beautiful that people are even calling you as a result of whatever the man or whoever is with you has said.
If you have a man that is beating you, you need to go to somebody that can call that man to.
So the man should be called to order.
Yes.
Will he come to order?
If you marry somebody that doesn't have anybody to call him to order when he's misbehaving, you've married the wrong person.
No, you can't tell people how to.
Hey, Bento, if you do,
Okay.
a lot of people will suffer.
No.
Irina, away from that. Let's concentrate on this one. So let me ask you: will you
I'm not condoning or like.
You are.
Okay.
I'm not
So
doing that.
Benji, let
If
me
you are
ask
being
you something.
Seek for help.
You seek for help.
And by help,
By help,
if it's not working, what do you do?
But if it's not working, you can't leave.
So what do you do? So what do you do if it's not working?
What solution? You wait till you die.
Which is
So marriage is a union between two
a man and a woman who has agreed to leave their family and tie themselves together as one body. And then family decide to come in and he's still doing the same old thing. What do you do?
Run helter skelter for your life.
Benji, what do you do?
An abusive man.
What do you
never be called to order.
That is what I'm saying. If
What do you do?
For somebody,
What do you do?
check these things, right? Can someone call this person to order when he's misbehaving? If nobody can call him to order, please don't say.
Must he always be called to order?
Of course, yes.
Has he always be called to
Not
order?
always.
Benji, will you allow your woman to choose between the relationship both of you have over the job she's doing? Will you ever do that? I guess you can't. You
So
can't.
I'm not going to career, right? And relationship.
Let's assume you have the money. You're taking care of the lady. The lady also wants to work to have her own. But because you have the money, you're telling her, oh, quit this job. I'm going to take care of you. I will do practically everything you want. And the lady says, no. will you still go ahead with the will?
It depends. I won't necessarily do that. If you are into something I do not like, it's either I'll establish you to do something else that I'm comfortable with.
You are comfortable with.
Yes.
What if the lady is not comfortable with what you are comfortable with?
Yeah.
Because the two of you are two different people that has come together.
The two shall become one. You should be able to.
The fact that we are together, we are one, doesn't mean we have the same emotions.
I'm the head of the family.
It doesn't matter.
So I want us to take this from a normal boy-girl relationship.
Great.
Let's not take it because before I marry you,
Yes.
you already know my ambitions in life.
Yes.
Who I want to become. You know where I'm heading to. Don't wait until I marry you before you give me the option
Not to catch
choose
you, Auntie
between
Irene.
family
Not to
and
catch
career.
Not to catch you. Imagine you went to the seminar, all right, to watch a movie.
Yeah.
You met this girl that was part of the movie.
Yes.
And then you loved the way she acted. And because of that, you've fallen in love with her. You get into relationship with her and suddenly you're telling her she should quit acting, otherwise no relationship. Meanwhile, you found her at a cinema where she was part of a movie.
Well-
Are you being reasonable as a man?
I am.
Why?
I am.
How?
So where I saw you at or where I found you, doesn't matter. Now I have to mold you into what I want.
Oh,
Do you
Lord have
understand?
mercy. You're going to
Correct.
mold.
I have to mold
Like,
you into
I'm
what I
boiling. A grown up like me already mold. How are you going to mold me
Okay,
again?
so
You have to be able.
so if we are
I'm going to stop.
Benji,
whatever that you're
Benji,
doing.
if we are relating whatever we are talking to the movie.
Yes.
Now, she, according to her
Yes.
dialogue in the movie, she attended university,
Really.
did performing arts as a course. That was the course she pursued.
Yes.
4 years in university
Imagine
to
paying all of
become
that school fees.
an actress.
Yes.
And then she becomes an actress, not that huge, but she's still there.
Yes.
And then the dream of becoming there or getting there someday,
Yeah.
and you come in as a man and you say choose between your career and our relationship.
The relationship
Do you know what I would do?
No.
The moment you say it, I'll say thank you very much, and you watch me as I go far from you.
That is
Do you know why?
Yeah.
Because any man who loves you will encourage you. One, any man who loves you will support your dream. You do not have to mold me to who you want to be because my passion is different from your passion.
Exactly.
Now listen, before growing up, I knew who I wanted to become in future.
Before I met you,
Unfortunately, sometimes we get to know who we want to become, but we grow up and things change, perception change, situation change, life happens.
yeah.
If I'm able to pursue a particular career at the age of 20, 25 to 26, you can't mold. What do you mold? Because I have passion for it, and passion for something is when they hit you, you are tired, you are asleep, and you still get up and say, I am ready for it. Now, if I don't know if you really watched the movie, she pleaded with him that this is what I love. This is what I want to do. All I need from you is the support. And he says, you call this a career. It means the man is already looking down on your career and looking down on you. So such a man is a no.
It's a no. It's a no. Our time is wrapping up. But before we go, let me put these two questions across. To you, Benji, would you ever advise any lady, all right, to move in to stay with a boyfriend whilst they are not married?
You don't have to do that.
Why?
Because the only way you can move in to stay with somebody is when the two of you are married.
What if the man loves you so much and he wants you to move in? Probably he's paying your rent. He's tired of paying rent for you and for himself. He has a big house, rooms available. Come stay with me.
Then you should just put a ring on the finger and marry you and take it to the house. Simple as that.
How are you going to manage her after she moves in and then you realize there are things you don't like about her?
That is why there's courtship or like dating. So
Okay.
within this period, I'm supposed to find out all these things.
But how are you combining everything? You said that is why there is what? Dating and courtship. So,
Hide their real
Benji,
self
are you in a
for
relationship?
years.
And
Boy, we will need that man for wait.
Benji, are you in a relationship?
Benji won't date you.
Because if you are in a courtship with someone, and I know that this is your intention as a man, your intention is to get married to me.
Yes.
You have shown all the signs that you want to get married to me. Let me be real. Let me go hard on it. I will start acting like a wife material 2,000 yards.
That's what the men like.
If you move in with
Yes.
Even if I don't move in with you, now I'll start
like the person
acting
you like.
as the woman you want.
Yes.
The one you want to see in your home is what you will see me act as. But the one you will stay with forever, you will only see it when I move in as your wife. And that is as a result of how you men raise your hopes and you have expectation for us. But if you want to go all out, now there are men who have wives that they know them too well.
So, Auntie, so if I'm getting you clear, that is why, like,
For once,
the
thing is, I side with you on you shouldn't move in with a man.
Yes.
Because
You don't
one,
have to.
unless you are not ready for marriage, unless you don't even want to be with anyone, you are ready for heartbreak.
What if you move in with me and like,
Because when you move in with a person and you want to check your compatibility, it won't work within that time. It won't work.
When you move in with a man, you are practically giving him all the things that you are supposed to give him after he marries you.
That is it.
So what's the essence of he getting married to you
Moving
again?
in and cohabitating with someone is not advisable.
course.
But it doesn't also mean that when I stay in my father's house and you stay in your father's house, I will still portray good character because that is who I am.
All right, that is who you are. Our time is fast spent. Auntie Irene, your last words to ladies who are working and in relationship and their boyfriends are frustrating them as to choose between job and the relation. Your last words to them.
I would not call it frustrating unless you want it to be a frustration for you.
Unless
Because
you want it.
I don't understand it. No, I can't think far for you to say that you are in a relationship with a man and you love him so much and he has placed before you career and love. It be love you go chop. No. The thing is that you need to be realistic in everything you do. Me, I believe in being real. Now, being real means you definitely meet that one special person who will always even follow you to wherever you are. I know guys who even carry the bag of their makeup artist wives, follow them to where they are going to make up their clients and support them. Love the person for who she is. You did not meet me to pay my fees from JHS right to university for you to determine who I become in future. Let me be who I want to be, because there is no way I will dictate to you as a man when I meet you to change your career to suit what I love. Because I also hate certain things, but if you will be able to also change your career when I meet you, then equally I will also give up my career for you.
My time is up. Auntie Irene is telling you that reality saves everything. Be real to yourself. Do not pretend though. What was our bear man now was it Juma no namun relationship? Obey down. Ain't no ye where Juma. But in a no ye Juma no. Concentrate on the work. Relationship comes and go. A Juma obenya be no na. Sweaty. Benji, your last words. Wrapping up. Quick.
What I'll say to the audience is that as a woman, your sole responsibility on earth is for you to be a helper to your husband, right? So now if I marry you,
no help, support, who support, help,
yeah.
supporter, yeah.
So you don't have to come and tell me you want to be this in future, blah, blah. You have to follow what my purpose is.
Please, we'll continue this conversation another time. How do I follow?
I can even read some of the things that women wrote under the movie comment section. How they willingly gave
another time
all that they intend to do, and yet these men did not appreciate. Listen, in life you can try your best, you do everything, you can even stab your own self. The day you will be buried, your funeral grounds, there will be a lady eyeing him like this, and the next minute he's hooked up.
Yes.
The thing is that love yourself first before you love any other person, and take into consideration what they have for you. When he says something to you, sit, think about it. If it's totally in line with your vision and mission, then you go with it. If it doesn't, sit him down and let him know, this is who I am. This is who I want to become. If you are not in support, I'm sorry, I need to walk away. Love is not enough.
See, that is what a lot of women cannot do. To tell their partners,
love is not enough.
Love is not enough, my dear.
Because when you start doing the things he wants, and he still wants to mess up, he will still mess you up big time.
Exactly.
And he will be the same person to go out there, come and let you know that people your age are out there doing something with their lives. And you are in my house waiting to say, honey, the list. Please, can I get the money for this and that and that? At some point, he will get angry. He will get tired.
It's not like I do not subscribe to the fact that as a woman, you need to have something doing.
But you said we should listen to them. And whatever they want, that is what you do. And I'm telling you that if I should read some of the things I screenshot from the movie,
episode again,
the comment section, you will be amazed how women are suffering, and now they are single parents. They can't even feed themselves, talk less of their innocent children. Why? Because this same man claiming I can take care of you has met another woman who is a career woman.
Oh yes.
And now stay with the person. When I read the thing, I said to myself,
using the movie, right? And the man was like, I have money. I do not want you in the movie industry again. He was like, I'm going to even establish you. You are going to get your own.
But you realize that it has nothing to do with the man's money, because if you really watch the movie, you know that it has to do with his ego. You realize that it has a lot to do with his ego. He was looking down on the career of the lady. It's not about the money he had, because when the lady was told, I have a new contract, do you know what he said? Do you know what he said? How much would they pay you? When he asked, how much will you be paid? He said 500. He said, I make it 1,000. Drop it. It means that he is looking down on the career and not about your passion. Now, the lady loves what she does. So all she needs from you is, even if I will go and they'll give me 2 Ghana cedis, that you love what I do and you appreciate and you add that to my 2 Ghana cedis, I'm cool with it. But do not tell me to leave my going there because you can give me 10,000, not 2,000.
From the start.
Now he even had the nerve to take the script and
say, like, bro, the relationship
such disrespect, such pain. Because she has already told you she has signed the contract and has taken the money. So the least you could do was, probably this is your last one. After this, we'll sit and talk about it. Then we know the way forward. If you still want this relationship, we know where we are going. But for you to just take a decision, get angry with the person, and then say as a result, I am doing this, I own you. The girl even made a statement. As soon as he said, we took a decision, he said, no, you took a decision and imposed it on me. It means that the girl loves what she does. And if you notice, even amidst the breakup, she still went on set to even shoot. That should tell you that this is who she is. This is what she loves to do. So you do not sit on her happiness by taking away what makes her happy from her.
I always say, if you love somebody, you make them do what they
now if people out there, listen to me, if people out there would say that if you love the man, you have to listen to the man. You realize that she even wanted to give their relationship a second chance. All she needed was the man's encouragement. But the man was saying, let me understand something. Every man out there watching, probably you would say that I'm being insensitive, because the man made a statement that I don't want people touching you, I don't want people holding you. Fair enough. But do you know that you can sit with her and let her know some of these things that you do not like? And do you know she can equally sign contracts with people and let them know that, listen, for me, I am engaged, but who I'm engaged to doesn't want some of these things. If the role has to do with kissing, smooching, I am not in. If it's educational movie that I need to be part, I will be part. So just spell out your terms. Let me spell out my terms. And if I go contrary to any of the things I have spelled out, that I will not go and naked myself in any movie. I will not go and start kissing people like Sam Morris has been kissing people. I can't count the number of women. He has lost count of the number of women he has kissed. So in her case, if you are able to tell her, honey, I'm in full support, I'll even drive you to your set. But what you need to do for me is to be mindful of the role you pick.
Be mindful of the roles you play. This is where time will permit me to end today's episode. I am not running because we're going to have second episode of this same topic. Because comments no cry and kind.
So tell Benji to come with real facts.
So Benji, next time when
I'm tired of the picture he has painted in his head that he's working with.
Benji, don't try to be that man that always wants for himself.
He has a picture in his head, and that is the problem.
All right. So on that note, we're wrapping up. Make sure you comment, you like, you subscribe to the channel. All right, so that whatever videos we put out there, you'll be the first to see the video. Do not go away. Watch every episode we post, and then we'll get back as we get back. Peace out.